Hey there, Julia Rose here. I pray this finds you at the precise time you need it. They had me go ahead, your guides, and pull some cards before starting to record today. Got messages with the Prism of Visions Tarot and the World Shaman's Oracle. And for some of you, this is going to find you at the beginning of an ego death. And for others of you, this is going to be confirmation that this is what you've been going through. I want to start with the Page of Cups, the Page of Chalices, the Four of Swords, and then the World. This is some information that's coming in that's going to change everything for you. For some of you, this is going to be an apology that you never thought you'd receive. For some of you, this is that you're doing the offering of that apology. This could also be a realization or an opportunity, something that speaks to your soul in a way that, I'm about to cry. It's going to completely disarm you. This energy is going to have you moved to tears. Whatever this is going to disarm you. And with this energy here of the Page of Cups and the Four of Swords, it's like something that's been weighing on your spirit for so long is finally gonna be laid to rest. It's finally reaching a conclusion. Some of you are going to wonder why it's taken so long, but there's a reason for everything. Alignment is about receiving what you need when you need it. It's not always about things panning out the way you expect or the way you want them to. It's about what you need at a soul level to catalyze growth. And this whatever this is to you is going to change everything. For a lot of you, it has to do with your origin stories. What makes you you? First Shaman. I'm going to go ahead and read these cards shortly, but I want to make sure that I'm getting you to understand the depth of what you're moving through right now. Because it feels like on one level, at the surface level, this is a glow up. This is you stepping up and stepping out in a new way. But what's different about this is that this is the freedom that your soul has been crying for. That restlessness within you that hasn't had a proper outlet. Finally, you're hearing. Something's going to come in. This is maybe a realization. This is some information. Like I said, for some of you, it's going to be an apology that you give or get. And it's going to change your life. I want to reiterate, it's not an apology for all of you. For some of you, this is some other piece of information that's going to, confirmation. It's going to help you disarm everything that you've used to defend yourself against actual and perceived threats in your life. I mean, yes, I'm seeing a whole makeover for you, but there's nothing superficial about this. And for some of you, it's just going to be like something happens that, see, I'm going to cry. Whatever this thing is, it's going to like crack your soul open. And it's going to really show you how Spirit has needed to move the way Spirit has moved in your life in order for everything to line up for you to be where you are now. And so that this could happen, so you could move forward. We have, okay, they want me to read the first shaman first. As always, take what resonates from these messages and leave the rest. Okay. Keyword origins. As Davy Kopinawa tells us, the first Yanomami shaman was Omama, born from himself and creator of rivers, wind, and the earth. The forest already existed, but it was too fragile. Its first inhabitants became the game that was later hunted, while the sky eventually collapsed. So Omama created a stronger forest whose trees were able to support the celestial vault. Shamanic knowledge comes from him. Beyond this culturally fascinating figure, we can use our imagination to search for a first shaman for all human peoples. This figure is the first being to have seen the world, understanding the antiquity of its multiple ties. Perhaps there's someone who paints big animals in caves, or is a gatherer of mushrooms, insects, and berries who adapts their pace to the paths and learns the songs that overcome differences so as to attract plants and allies. Perhaps they are still only partially human, with leafy branches for hands, lianas instead of nerves, an ursine nose, or horns that grow out of their head like Celtic deities of nature. The first shaman is neither good nor bad. They restore balance, teaching their people the meaning of places of physical and spiritual survival. They're innocent and shrewd at the same time. Encountering the first shaman means we should wonder about the origin of our dreams and ourselves. Go to the source or delve into your mind as you would into soil when searching for a common root. Wake up in the beginning. Yeah, for some of you, this is going to crack your hearts wide open and really, I'm hearing like unleash all of the emotions that you've been holding back. The way to successfully and harmoniously move through this is not to avoid what you're feeling, not to push it down, or try to soothe it. But your emotions, after being repressed and suppressed for so long, they have to come out and into something constructive. Whether that's exercise, that's a creative outlet, singing or dancing. I mean, this energy is unbelievable. Okay. I'll be curious to see where the second half of this goes, but we're not quite there yet. The next three cards, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant. And I really do want to explain what this energy is, but I'm guided to first read Amanita muscaria. Keyword magic. When we think of fall mushrooms, it's impossible not to see the red and white spotted head of the Amanita muscaria, which in English is commonly known as the toadstool, alluding to its kinship with another magical being with hallucinogenic properties. This mushroom grows alongside fairies and goblins that shelter in its shade, or are even the fungus itself, like certain spirits in Slavic tradition. It is therefore associated with the most resistant and enterprising enchanted creatures that escape the restraints of all religion and appear in the imagination across the ages. But the red mushroom's connections go much further. It may even be one of the first entheogens used by humans to reveal the god within. It's said that Scandinavian warriors used it as a fear inhibitor before every battle. It seems that among some Siberian peoples, the toxicity was attenuated through specific preparations, drying, ointments, drinks, to heighten the psychedelic properties. And finally, some people believe that this mushroom was the key ingredient in soma, a drink described, so that would be shoma, shoma, a drink described in a sacred canonical Hindu text called the Rig Veda, which made it possible to enter into contact with the gods. Oh, that's interesting. After an initial physical reaction consisting of nausea and spasms, ingesting the fungus usually produces a narcotic effect that can be followed by visions and dreams in which you are still aware. Even without venturing into a psychedelic experience, seeing an Amanita muscaria in the woods immediately transports us to a magical world where the invisible guides us, telling us that nothing is ever as it seems. Nothing is ever as it seems. That's why I feel like whatever this information you're about to come into, or this realization, it's really going to change things. And I have chills. Because you're going to start to see how much everything you've been working towards is actually turning out in your favor. That you actually are on track with your higher calling. And that your divine inspiration, your divine nature, is being freed. The Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. It's literally your ideas taking root and becoming fully manifested. It's the divine ordinance over your life. Partially that you have this ability to keep becoming someone new, a newer, freer version of yourself, that you are able to change your mind, that you are able to change directions. but also that spirit is open-minded with you. It's this sense of arrival. Finally, we made it. I want to get into the message a little more. I'm going to read these cards, and then I'm very curious to understand. We're going to go into that on Patreon. What is this actually that you're coming into? What is this realization that is so disarming? Okay, first I'll read these other two cards because I was asked to do that. You could be seeing 9s. 999, 9999, or 911. Birch, keyword, rebirth. The birch shines in the forest fog, the white shore of an unknown world, a dreamy creature whose trunk is covered with black splits, like eyes or abysses leading inside. Its strange glow attracts the traveler with its promise of mysterious beauty. A snake lives among the trunks, carrying with it the wisdom of birth and the root. In Celtic tradition, the birch is associated with childhood, and its wood is used to make cradles. It's also believed to protect against fairies. It's a good idea to keep a leaf or piece of bark in your pocket, as these creatures' tendency to kidnap children is well known. In Finland, birch trees are planted next to the house as a symbol of protection and renewal. In Siberian tradition, the birch is a cosmic tree, the axis mundi, the axis of the universe, through which a shaman accesses the worlds beyond our own. You can climb a birch tree to reach the sky. The spirits climb on and off its trunk. The ancestors and their horses find hospitality in the sacred space around the tree. The visible and the invisible meet among its leafy branches. Encountering the birch tree means Encountering the birch tree as an oracle means preparing for the wonder of the worlds and unfolding our full potential to enter a new phase and a new place and time, accepting the spirit's help and even their tricks. If you climb the tree, you dress in its colors of white, silver, and black, making it possible to find yourself in a dimension beyond yourself. That feels case in point. So this next card I'm being asked to read over on Patreon because it's the bridge into this message of what is it that has come to you that is so groundbreaking. The link is in the description box to join if you want to have access to videos that are uploaded just about every day, at least these extended videos on YouTube. It's only $7.77 to join. The link again is in the description box below. Also, if you're interested in a private reading, if this resonated for you, you want to see where the heck your life is going, please book with me. I'm having a sale for my 1-year anniversary of being in business. That's a coupon code that you can use at the checkout on my website, anniversary50 with the capital A, lowercase, the rest of the letters. All right, I'll see you over there. Till the next one.